Okay, we're gonna play the new level. Which one is this again? River to Water. Okay, these 3 levels, I'm gonna just count them 3 of them. I'm gonna be playing them today. They are by Cuttlefish. This one came out a number of months ago. I am completely unsure if this has been updated since I played it. I don't think it's really relevant though, because I'm gonna be playing it again today. So here we go. This is River to Water. Ooh. Okay, so I guess to... Okay, there's still a bunch of unfinished stuff. Okay. I guess to preface this level, I'm just gonna give my immediate like impression of it. It really feels like a test level. Like the author was just, let me play around with a bunch of assets. I can't believe that sucks. Let me just play around, fiddle with a bunch of assets and models and stuff, throw something together, and get like a feel for what it is like to create a Jak level. That's very much what this level feels like to me. It doesn't really feel like the intention was to create like a really well-designed Jak level. Hence, like, that jump there is kind of like ridiculous, and you can't backtrack, which doesn't really make any sense. So like, I'm gonna play this, but I don't think I'm gonna give like a lot of analysis of it, because I don't really think there is a lot to critique, because it just feels very practice. You know what I mean? At least there's no AI voices of the main characters. That is true, yes. I will say though, it does... I will say a problem with it is, like, you know, what I've noticed with like every custom level so far is just too big. But again, I don't hold much against this level just because, like, it doesn't feel like a finished, like, it doesn't feel like, oh yeah, this is like the level that like I had in my mind that I really wanted to make. It just feels like the creator toying around with the tools. Have any levels had checkpoints yet? Yeah, the Guitar's first level had checkpoints. Pretty sure they all had checkpoints. Oh, I'm not sure about that third one. That one might not have. I have an idea for Jak and Daxter's spiritual successor titled Miro and Liu. Or Louis. I've seen quite a lot of Jak spiritual successors. Actually, more so recently, I've noticed. And I'm just curious what like that would even be, you know. I don't, because Jak 1 at least, it just feels like an evolution of like the genre that it's in. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I don't want to go into that right now. Different topic altogether. Again, I'm just pointing this stuff out. Like the random placement of enemies, it very much just feels like getting a feel for what it feels like to implement this sort of stuff, you know. I do, if I recall, there are some points to in this level that are actually kind of cool. They have some cool level design. I think this part just here is cool. Like you're going up the linear path and there's like a secret little side path. That's kind of cool. I just don't, the level itself though, like the concept, I don't really like just starting from a place and going up in a linear fashion. I'm not a huge fan of. Not very conducive to Jak's kind of level design. Also, for those who haven't seen it, Kitar made 3 levels so far. I can't remember the names, but he released them back in December, I think. I did a very in-depth playthrough and critique of those levels too, and well, I don't think the stream is very good. I'm a lot prettier now. I did give quite a lot of in-depth critique on and how I would view approaching Jak's levels like the correct way. So I don't really want to repeat myself a whole bunch here. So if you're interested in that, that's like a thing on my channel, you know. Okay, here's another little path. I do like how he's like signaled where the hidden paths are with just like a stray orb. That's kind of cool. Honestly, Guitar's levels are ahead of the rest. Yeah, I agree. But it's really only Guitar's levels in these ones that are available at the moment. And again, this one just feels like a test level, so I don't really... I'm not really here to, like, tear into this one, you know? I don't think that's very fair. Kind of odd that he used the blue eco platforms for this. I don't really know why, but... First? Yeah, first Powercell. Let's go. Ooh. Again, like, a lot of these jumps feel way too big, you know? Okay, I think this was the part that I thought was like, okay, that's actually pretty cool. Combining the poles with moving platforms, I think is pretty neat. It's a bit hard to see. Okay, yeah, okay. I think that could have been pulled off a bit better, but I like the idea though. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and again, like just random placements of blue eco and random placements of enemies and random placements of orbs. I just, yeah. Yeah, I think about all I have to say about this level has been said, so I guess I'll just finish playing it and then we can load up the next one. I do believe it's impossible to get 100%. Well, not impossible, but like the rest of the collectibles are like hidden somewhere, like because like it wasn't finished or something. I can't really recall. Hey, Notorious. Mountain needs a constant stream of boulders rolling down it. Possibly. That would I feel complete the concept of like climbing up a long mountain. But like the concept itself, I'm not a huge fan of. You can get the other Powercell? Yeah, but it's like weird and you have to like, yeah. It's unconventional. Yeah. This is also really odd, like, you can't even make that jump. I don't even know what the point of these pontoons are if you can just swim there. I don't know. Again, like, it feels very, proof of concept. Just some practice. And again, like, this whole area is absolutely massive. Look how big this is. Yeah, Jak is just really not meant for, like, huge open terrains. Because otherwise you're doing this everywhere, just roll jumping through an endless void. And it's completely uninteresting. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Pretty sure I would have gotten 4 damage if I fell off from the top of that. And then there's this. I get like the scale of everything is just really huge. What the? Whoa, what the? Oh my god, nice. Okay, that's cool, I guess. I guess I'm at the bottom now. That's really funny, actually. Can I get out? I'm out. Okay. Hi there, Mike. This reminds me of a level from The Legend of Spyro in the beginning. I haven't played that. Then you fall through the ground on this area. Oh, speak of the devil. Okay, cool. I didn't even see your message and I just, like, fell. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, and here we go. Just roll jumping. Also, what's really cool, I finally hooked up mods to the regular OpenGoal mod launcher. So I'm not using like the separate dedicated mod launcher for this. This is just through the regular OpenGoal launcher, which is really cool. And it was like really easy to do as well. I'd say it's a lot better to use than the actual mod launcher, to be honest. The mod launcher is kind of sluggish and but this was really nice. It had some really cool thumbnails and it's just like super easy, you know. Plus, I think it gives you like 4 save files for each mod, which is just not something that the regular mod launcher does, which is odd. But you can also like go through different versions of the mod, which is nice. So I could download the oldest version or the newest version, which is really cool. It's just nice to have that option. And there we go. Yeah, see, like even like the name of the level is very placeholder. And yeah, that final power cell is like hidden in like a crevice somewhere at the start. Anyway, yeah, this is River to Water. Again, very practice, you know. It doesn't feel like, oh yeah, this is the level that like I was really passionate about making, which is completely fine. So let's close that. Let's boot up the next level he released. This one is called Rockpool. Might be my tech illiteracy, but what is the mod source URL? If you go to jackmods.dev, you can just copy the... It'll have like a button to copy the link, and then you do that. I can show you afterwards if you like. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a tutorial video on jackmods.dev, so... Oh, that's so fucking cool! Okay, when launching through the regular OpenGoal launcher, you just get four save files for each mod. That's so fucking good. And oh, sweet. Cool. Okay, this is Rockpool, right? Yes. I seem to keep coming here at night, but I'm pretty sure the day-night cycle works on this level. Okay, this level, right off the bat, I do think, again, it's a bit too big. There's a lot of, it's a lot of open space, and I don't really know where to go first. Some of this stuff just feels kind of Notori game. Is there? I've only played... What? What are you talking about, Diggs? Also, hi. Also, I do have some complaints for YouTube, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. A lot of this stuff does feel kind of like haphazardly placed, and I'm not really sure where I should go. Like these paths of orbs feel a bit random. Oh, I mean, I guess it's leading to the zoomer, but like, I don't know, like it's just a big open space. I could have just ran there, but I do think this one's vibe is much more well realized. It feels much more dynamic in its tones and its colors than the last one, and it very much feels like it very much feels cohesive, which is nice. So actually, my dad works for Powercell Zeke. I can confirm this level is canon to the journey back. Sure, we should totally make some. We should totally make some journey back levels. That is weird. I'm not sure I like that. Okay. Also, yeah, the day-night cycle is totally working, which is really cool. Oh, and there's background assets. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I've only played this once, so I don't really remember a lot. That's right. I remember Anna saying this is very much feels like a Geyser Rock sort of evolution. Or maybe that was Martian, I don't remember, someone said it. But like how like it starts here with like that big, and then it kind of opens up this way. I don't know, it kind of gives it a little bit of Geyser Rock vibes. Okay. I think I'm going to play the level, finish it, and then I'm going to replay it. Just like a little bit, because I want to go this way around first, and then when on the replay, I'm going to go that way around first. And see how each route feels. Actually, wait, let me, Locust Shark works, let's go. That's awesome. Oh, wait, did the seagulls actually have a, I'm not sure if they have a purpose or if they just like, you can just chase them around. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like the orbs in the chests. That's weird. Yeah, me no like you that one. God, it's so cool though. Like I like this a lot. Like you got the launch pad there, and there's just some seagulls hanging out on it, but you've got to like disturb them. Oh, that's actually a nice touch. I really like that. That's so cool. Also, this feels really cool. I really like this. Like using launch pads to just get to the next area of the level. That's so cool. I'm a big fan of that, actually. Ooh, hidden scoutfly. That's nice. This is seagull's got 5G from standing on that, yeah. Again, like, this feels kind of just randomly placed, like all these orbs. Like, there's very little flow to the collecting and the power cells and the platforming and stuff. It's actually nice having like these tiny little bits of elevation, just to add like, and like the way the terrain kind of like feels organic. It's just nice. It adds some dynamics, and the scale is much better than the last one where everything was like a 50-foot drop, you know. This feels much more appropriate to Jak, which is really nice. You can really tell this spot here wasn't made for the zoomer in mind, you know. It's made for Jak, which is good. Guarantee it wouldn't feel this way if the skybox wasn't so present and there were more cliffs. What wouldn't feel this way? I'm not sure I follow. Huh, it's weird that there's only fog on that side and there's no fog there. You can like see like the very hard cutoff of the horizon. That's weird. Hi Jess, how are we? Alright. Then we come down here. Honestly, this part here is my favorite part of the level. It's so cool. Just, oh my god, we're going into like a secret cave. And it's spooky, it's got spider webs, and it's like in... Oh my god, there's spiders! I forgot about this! Oh my god. That's so fucking cool! And there's a power cell. That's so... I love that. It's so cool. Ah. And it's like, I really love how it's just like in the level, you know, like we're underneath where we were just a minute ago. Like if, it makes it feel so three-dimensional and like a real place, you know? Oh, it's so cool. Look, like it's right below, right where we were just platforming. I don't know. Small things like that make me happy, I guess. This bridge is a bit awkwardly placed, but that's fine. Cool that we've got a bridge here, though. I like that. The gaps feel a little big. Well, it's not that the gaps feel big. The orbs feel a bit ill-placed. I don't know, like, this doesn't feel very, like, challenging. It's just like, oh, here's a path. You're not really doing a whole lot in it, though. I'm not really sure. I think there should have been more environmental hazards on this path instead of just running. Okay, woo. Shit. Man must have ran off with the tax money with how all these bridges go unfixed. This needs to be challenging. Looks at Sentinel Beach. You're making fun of me? I can't actually tell. Whoa. Calm down. Okay, I think... Oh, that's cool. They've actually got like a little rock bit for the snake. That's neat. Continuous stream of boulders. That is the surefire fix to all level design problems. Just add a bunch of boulders. Sure. Okay, let's do the zoomer now. So, yeah, this open part here just feels way too big because, like, again, you can use the zoomer here as well. I don't really think there was much point to this. I think they should have just, like, had, like, a small beach part that had, like, some interesting level design that you could run around and do stuff on. And then have the zoomer relegated to the water. I don't think there would be a problem with that. I don't really see what the fixation is with having the zoomer in the same area where Jak can go, you know? I'm not... Do these seagulls land? Oh, I guess they do. Yeah, I don't think the seagulls actually serve a purpose other than just being cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like this whole area should have just been a much more condensed area with some interesting platforming, or like just it doesn't even have to be like in-depth interesting platforming. Just like something, you know, and then like have the zoomer sectioned off purely to the water. Okay, I am not going to collect any of the orbs because I can already tell the orb placement is purely for the rings, which I'm not really a fan of. And I explained why when playing Guitar's level, but I guess we'll do it now. Oh yeah, and there's fish swimming! Oh, it's so cool! I love these little touches! God, that's so fucking cool! Look at them go! Oh, even the crate placement is for the rings? I actually kind of like that, how there's no cutscene for it. That's kind of neat. I don't know, that was very unchallenging and yeah, I don't know. Feels very like, oh, well, we've got the zoomer. Let's put a ring challenge, I guess. I don't know. This level does feel a lot like leagues ahead of the last level we just played. It still very much feels like incomplete though, like an incomplete concept, you know? But it's much more polished, and I appreciate that. Feels very much more like, oh, I actually got like a vision for this one, and I'm going to try my best to make a cool level. Which is nice. I appreciate that. And all the little cool touches. So cool. 230 is such a weird number for orbs, though. The last one had 230 as well. Okay, we're done here. Could have a lurker shark chasing a zoomer. That'd be funny. Alright, I think... Oh, that's right. I was going to replay this. Let me... I'm not going to replay the whole thing. Just like the loop. Just going to do it the opposite way. See how that plays. Okay. Wait, do I have play hints on? Oh, I do not. I don't know, there might be some custom audio that I'm cutting out. I'll keep that in mind for the next level. That... I don't know why that feels way bigger than it actually is. I don't know, it's just vibes, I guess. Always in red boxes. This feels better going up this path. Still doesn't feel like super challenging or anything, but... yeah, whatever. And then... yeah, it definitely feels like the intention was to go that way first, and then take this path. I can't turn the camera. Oh, I think that was definitely the intention, because you meant to scare off the seagulls there. That's cool. Oh, and then you can chase them. Oh! Yeah, okay, that's definitely the intention, I think. I don't know. I think it felt better going left first. Hey Alex, how are we? I don't know though, like I really like using the launch pads to get up though. Weird. I don't know, it's weird. How's you? I am good, thank you for asking. Also, yeah, I just got a haircut last week and I feel much fucking better about myself, which is nice. Woo. Okay. Let's get to the last level. Oh, so this controller's broken on... remember how I was complaining that R2 doesn't work anymore? Well, like it works, but like it gets stuck sometimes. L2 is even fucking worse now, which makes me really sad. Thanks, Alex. Okay. Last new level we'll be playing is Overgrown. I have not played this at all. This is a blind playthrough for me. Packed with meetings today, SMH. Just want a code. Rip. Okay. Just want to code and watch stream? Yeah. I'll just use the fisherman's music? That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's just do a quick recap. The first level was very much a test level. I don't have a lot to say about it. That second level, it was a lot better. It was... still wasn't perfect. I still think it was too big. I still think a lot of the platforming and placement of collectibles and stuff was kind of haphazard and random. Very much just like kind of run around and do stuff without a real flow to it all. And again, I don't understand the fixation with combining the zoomer segments with Jack's on-foot segments. I think it's kind of misguided and it's extremely difficult to do correctly. So, with all that in mind, let's see how this one goes. Oh, Jesus, okay. Oh my god, okay, this is cool. Oh my god, okay, I love that. Oh, these little mushrooms are so cute. Can I open this? I'm guessing there's multiple buttons I gotta push. Okay, oh my god, this is so sick. Oh, I feel like this path could have gone further. Oh well. Jesus. Should really play this to get the whole, it's like a whole new game feel. I think we're still yet to really get that with any of these new Jack levels. But it's definitely a really cool thing to experience, something new in this engine, you know? This is neat. Holy crap. Is that in base game? I don't think it is. That didn't sound like Daxter. That's, I hope it's voice acting. Oh boy, he's fast. Oh wow, this is cool. Looks like a Rayman level. A little bit. I don't think the enemies should be in the water though. That's seems like a bit of just a oversight, but that's fine. Ooh, another button. God, that guy's fast. They want to swim too? Not too bad. The river is for the fishes. Oh, shut up, Samos. I kind of like this actually. How like you're blocked from going back that way. You have to. But like that path leads upwards. So like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, but again, I feel like it kind of goes nowhere. That's a shame. I'm not a big fan of paths that go like somewhere, especially vertically. You get everything there and then you kind of just have to go backwards where you came. I'm not a fan of that. I think everything should try and loop around to some degree. I guess you can jump down there, but you can't really see where you are in relation to the spikes from that high, and I don't think it was telegraphed very well. So yeah, that could be done a bit better. Hey Requiem, how are we? Wow, that's a big jump. That's a really big jump. I'm not a fan of that. Ah, the arcs of the orbs are a bit... God, this level goes on for ages. Okay, these orbs are in the path of the muse. I'm not the biggest fan of that. For the same reason I'm not for the rings. I'm just gonna chase the shit. Checkpoint? Why was it facing me that way? That's a bit weird. Wait, where's the muse? Do I have to restart its chase? I do. Oh, that seems like a bit of an oversight. If you're gonna have the muse chase span multiple checkpoints, that seems like a bit of a... Wait, you can chase it backwards too? No, you can't. Okay, that seems like a bit of a not a great thing to do. Shit, I didn't mean to. Orbs are good at leading the player along, but the Zoomer Trails and Muse already do that. Yeah, like literally, like... I can tell like the orb placement is literally just there, so you can get the orbs while doing a Powercell objective at the same time, and I don't like that. Orbs shouldn't be like something that you collect along the way. They should be like part of some like greater platforming or exploration thing. Instead of just like, oh, well, we want to make it like... Because it just feels like when you do that, you're just making it easier to get 100%, like, quicker. So, like, oh, well, I'm going to be going in this path anyway, because it's like, I'm being led by the rings. If I just place all of the orbs in the path of the rings, well, then you don't have to go out of your way to collect the orbs, and the orbs are just part of the ring challenge. And I don't like that. Ring challenges should recontextualize the level and the space. They shouldn't be like so interconnected with collectibles. I don't really like that. But if Bikini Bottom does that too, always, all the points are just in the way where you have to go. No. I think that's fine with on-foot exploration. That's totally fine. Collectibles should lead the player in the direction that they want them to go. But when it's like a ring challenge, part of the challenge is not knowing where the next ring is going to spawn, right? You need to be like, you know, cognizant and aware of where you're going and where the rings are. You need to be vigilant and pay attention. But if orbs are just like, if orbs are just leading you, there's no, you don't have to pay attention. You know exactly where it's gonna go. And I think that's yeah. I think someone Basin did that, but they also work when just exploring the level beforehand. Yeah, there's a few orbs that are like, you know, that are also in the path of the rings. But it's like the last level we just played, almost every single orb on the ocean was part of the ring challenge. Almost every single one, even the ones in the crates. And I think that's just completely not a good way to do things. Okay, I got him early. I get you, it's better in moderation. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of it, but it's also just like what the intentionality of the orbs is in the first place. Like when I think of it's gonna be hard to describe, but you know the point in Basin where there's in the first area, like, so you enter the level and there's that giant thing to your left with a scout fly next to it and one of the flying lurkers, and then there's like pool of water around like a pillar, and there's like a trail of orbs that like kind of circle it. Those orbs there, they are not, okay, this is a good example actually. They're not only in the path of the lurker you need to chase, but they're also in the path of the blue ring challenge. Or is it the purple one? No, the purple one. But the thing is, those orbs, like, if you want to get them while doing the challenge, it's actually kind of difficult. They're not directly in the path, they're just on the path. It's actually quite difficult getting all of those orbs in one go during either of those challenges. You can if you're good, but it's like, that's not their purpose. Their purpose isn't to be collected during either of those challenges. The purpose is, like, they're just there to be collected and to be part of the level design, you know? I think that that's a good use of orbs in challenges like that. In the last level, there were literally every single orb was just like continuous and in the way of the rings. It wasn't very, yeah. Shut up. I should have not have turned this on. This feels a bit weird. There's nothing here. This seems interesting. I wonder what the deal with this is. Okay. Okay. I know, I could tell that the muse was meant to be catched all the way over there. That seems to be the end of its running path, and where, like, he'll slow down. I don't... Yeah, I mean, I guess we just went through all of this. I don't like the fact that all of these orbs are just placed for the purpose of the muse's path. I'm also not a huge fan of when a level has multiple paths to take of different elevations, but they just both lead to the same place, you know, like... if I want to have separate paths, I want them to be branching paths. I don't want them to, like, lead to the same spot. Because then it's like, well, which path do I take? I'm going to end up having to take both of them because they both have collectibles on them. I guess I'm going to have to backtrack, but... And I guess I can go up next time, but I don't know. It just feels a bit not great. Okay, what's this? Shut up. I'm bad. Wow, this just keeps going, doesn't it? Even in levels like Fire Canyon and Mountain Pass, where you're supposed to go through the level in a linear fashion, the orbs are still used as an optional challenge. Yeah, they're not like directly in the player's like straight like path, right? You can, if you're good enough, you can get all 50 orbs in Mountain Pass on your first go. It's actually really difficult to do that. Like like on a first time, even like as a seasoned veteran of this Jumpy Wahoo game, it's really difficult to get it all in one go. The orbs shouldn't be there as just like, you know, oh, a given. Like they're orbs are their own mini challenge in themselves. If it's a finite collectible, treat it like a finite collectible. Make them like have each one have a purpose. You know, don't just like put them there because oh, it's a collectible. You need to collect things. This is really neat, actually. This is really cool. I like this a lot. That's really cool. I like that. Cutscenes felt a little bit scuffed, but I like the fact that there was even a cutscene for that. That's so cool. I love that. Okay, we're gonna climb the inside of this tree. Oh my god, okay. This is classic platforming right here. Go inside a hollowed out tree and climb in and out of it. Oh, so good. I'm wary of my health. Ah, that was so cool. I love that. That's so good. Whoa, what is this? What the what? This is really weird. Okay, hence my point. I have to come all the way back here just to collect all that stuff because I took a different path. That's not fair. That's very odd. And then it's gonna... That's... Okay, that's really weird. Getting spoiled here? Sorry. Like the stream. I mean, this is neat, though. I think if all of this was placed above water, that would have been fine, you know? I think if the muse was chased up here, that would have been much, much better. Because, like, you know, it would have all these orbs here anyway because it's just a path, and, like, the path is leading the player. Instead of, like, oh, it's leading you here because this is where the muse goes. What is this for? Oh, oh! Oh my god, that's really cool, actually. That's really neat. I like that. The placement of those platforms there and like the placement of everything could have been a bit better, but like that's really creative. I like that a lot. God, this was really cool. I like this section here. This whole elevated path feels really, really neat. $165. I don't understand the random orb amounts. I don't know if that's placeholder or they want to add more or what the deal is. Okay, I guess the last thing to do, yeah, is to go to that door we unlocked. I do like the fact that a lot of this does feel like it's not just reused assets. I know the rocks here and the grass are very reused. Actually, I think it might... maybe all of it is reused. I'm not recognizing these trees, but like the vibe here does feel very its own. It doesn't feel like it's just making something with like a bunch of like stuff that already exists. But like, I mean, like these, I think these are from Boggy Swamp, but like they're recolored so they feel more appropriate to this level's color scheme and stuff, which is nice. Yeah, I don't like these blind jumps when having to backtrack. It's just kind of like a hard thing to even really do within Jak's engine, like vertical platforming. Sick. Oh, this is neat. So cool. Dark little cave. Love the spider webs. Okay, cool. That was sick. I really like that. Okay, final verdict. Oh, is this my favorite level so far? I think it might be, to be honest. I still think there's a myriad of small issues to do with the level design, but this just, it immediately just feels much better than everything that's come before. Much more focused, much more like, oh, like, you know, this is a level 4 Jak. Like, we're not shoehorning the zoomer in it, having to make the level 4 times as big, you know? I like that a lot. I don't know, just the aesthetic and the vibe. Very nice. Hold on, I wanna... Let's do that. Let's have a look. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it is one linear path. I think what would have been much better if it was like, instead of long like this, if it was more square. So like you would start here, get to this part, and then this next section would be like here. And then the final part with the tree would be here. And then once you're done, you jump back down into the first part. I think that would have been a lot better. If you are to do a linear Jak stage, like Boggy Swamp, you know, the goat, have it loop around. Don't make it so you have to like literally like just retrace your steps to get back anywhere. I don't think that's very good. Especially like if this is like part of like a broader level set. Where's the exit meant to be, you know? Like I'm not giving it too much shit for that fact alone, because we do come here through Warp Gate. But like if this was meant to be connected to a broader area, I'm not really sure where the exit would be. I'm not really sure how you would do that. Yeah. All in all, though, I quite enjoyed this one. This might be my favorite so far. Accidentally used goat and Boggy Swamp in the same sentence. Ha ha ha. I'm the streamer here. I'm the washed up video essayist. I have all the good takes, okay? You have to bow to my opinions. Get your own YouTube channel. I think it would have been better if in the cutscene this opened, maybe? I'm not sure, actually. How does it compare to Qatar's levels? I think... What is it? What's Crystal Cave was the best level that Qatar made. And... Oh, was it? I mean, yes, I do think Crystal Cave was the best one he made, but Energy Bay had the potential to be the best one. Let me just kill this so I can have some quiet. Okay. Crystal Cave was good, but there was a lot about it that again felt very like haphazardly placed and misguided with its use of platforming and verticality. The way you can't actually do the level loop the opposite way really makes no sense to me. I don't understand why he did it like that. It's such a small thing. It had some good ideas. I like the little platforming thing inside the ship. That was cool. I like the buffed up back from meeting with manager. Awesome, Alex. I like the buffed up green eco crystal with like I'm walking on the hurt floor, doing a recap. Yeah, I'm kind of giving an overview of all the levels released so far because I think this might be my favorite. Um, I don't. I feel like Crystal Cave doesn't feel. I don't get very much of a sense of flow from it. It doesn't. It feels challenging in like the literal. Like what you meant to do with the button inputs and and like the platforming. But in terms of collectibles, it doesn't feel very challenging at all. It kind of misses the point with a lot of how collectibles are handled in this game. Case in point, like how the orb cache at the very start of the level is handled, and I went pretty in depth with that. And then the orb cache, and then the jump pads and the orb caches in the next area. Like I don't think that was handled very well at all. I think aesthetically it's kind of cool. It's a bit garish at times. It feels like kind of like, oh, glowy is kind of the aesthetic, and it kind of overdoes that a little bit, I think. This one feels a lot calmer to me, and it feels more whole in that regard. Simpler, but better executed, I think. So Crystal Cave, I think, was Guitar's best level, but I wasn't like vibing with it a whole lot. There was a lot of small things that kind of irritated me. What's the next one? Crescent Top? Hate that level. I genuinely do not. I genuinely do not like that level. Really epitomizes the big problem with trying to like have Jak gameplay with Zoomer gameplay in the same level. It just does not. It can. I think it theoretically it can be done. I just don't think it was done well at all. It had some really cool parts. I really loved the platforming up the robot. I really liked the lava platforming. Like when Katara is doing like linear platforming gauntlets, he's actually really fucking good at it. More so than anything here, I think. Yeah, if Katara was making like Crash Bandicoot style challenge levels for Jak, he would do really well at it. Because like those are really good. But like the way everything is, like that level is so massive and everything is so spread out. There's so many points where like all the little like orb placements and tiny little platforming things completely pointless and disconnected from everything. I'm not a fan. I'm just not really a fan. The third level was Energy Bay. That one had the potential to be really good. Even like with combining the zoomer with Jak's gameplay, if he shrunk down the level maybe by about like half, and have it feel a bit more dense, not as like spread out and huge, that would have helped a lot. A lot of the on foot parts felt a bit weird and disconnected. I think they he could have rearranged some of the stuff there to make it feel a bit more organic. I like the concept of having to activate all of these windmills to exit the level. That was really cool. The zoomer parts felt like pretty okay. I don't like the ring challenge, how like has all the orb placements. We've gone over that. I did like how it combined on foot and rings at the very start. That was cool. The Red Eco gameplay is kind of odd, but like I kind of I think it's kind of okay. Yeah. And then River to Water that we played, proof of concept, just like a practice level. I don't really think too much about that one, to be honest. What is it? Rock Lake, or the last one we played. That was good. Very simple. Not much to it, but it was a lot more well executed than Cuttlefish's first level. And then this one was actually like quite good. I think the issue of linearity is very present. The issue of multiple paths and stuff and pointless orb placements and leading the player through like the muse thing was a thing I wasn't a fan of. This section here, I think like if it was all water or some sort of hazard below this main path, that would have been a lot better. And if the muse chased you through this path, that would have been a lot better. I think there's a fundamental problem with having the muse track through multiple stages of the level instead of like a big loop, because then when you die and get checkpointed here, you have to activate the muse chase again. That seems like an oversight. But I don't know. This one just felt very... It felt very... He reeled in his ambitions a bit and just tried to execute something solid. And I think he, for the most part, did. Like, there's small issues, but like, for the most part, it's pretty decent. I really like this last bit here. It's simple, but the concept is really cool. So if I had to rank all the levels so far, okay, I would put River to Water at the very bottom because it barely feels like a level, which is fine. Then I would put Crescent Top. Then I would put Energy Bay. Then Rockpool. Then Crystal Cave. Then this level. That's how I would rank all the levels released so far. I think Cuttlefish has done a pretty good job with this level. I'm pretty happy with it. I was skeptical going in. I thought it would have the same problems with like space and scale and stuff as his last level, but this one's pretty good. It's nothing great, but you know, it's very solid, and I'm quite happy. Quite happy with this level. Oh, also, I'm just not a fan of the music in Guitar's levels. I think it's really cool that that there is custom music at all. These levels just reuse songs from the game, which, you know, is what it is. I don't really fault Cuttlefish for that a whole lot, you know. But I'm just... Crescent Top especially, it does not feel very Jak to me. Energy Bay feels a little closer, but gets very repetitive, especially with how huge the level is, how much time you're going to be spending with it. And then Crystal Cave feels a little... I don't know, just kind of basic, I guess. I'm not sure how to describe it. The songs, that is, for those levels. I'd rank Energy Bay over Rockpool, to be honest. Rockpool is very basic, and there's not much to it, and it has some issues, but it doesn't frustrate me as much as Energy Bay. But Energy Bay is going for something a lot grander. And I don't think it pulls it off very well, but like I get the intention and I get the vision. I just don't think it was pulled off very well. I think you could rank them either or. They have... The drawbacks are very different, and I guess that's a matter of preference. I honestly am not like... I don't strongly hold one over the other. They're very... Yeah. For me, so far, Energy Bay is my favorite, I think, because I gelled with what it was trying to do. I liked what it was trying to do as well. It just frustrated me because I don't think it did. I don't think it pulled it off very well at all. But I understand what it was trying to do. What is this? This water? Okay. Whoa. Game? Whoa, hello. Where am I? Apparently I'm in Geyser now. That's... Yeah, bye, Jak.